Hi everybody, my name is Gary Zebel and I'm the instructor for LS 405 Project Planning and Implementation for the summer of 2019. The textbook that we're going to use, there's actually two of them. The one that you had to buy is called Project Management That Works. And that it's kind of a general book about project management, and the other one that I provide for you, which is in a PDF form, is called PMBOK, which stands for Project Management Book of Knowledge, and that gets into a little more technical aspects of managing projects. Throughout these 8 weeks, there's going to be 4 weeks of discussion, and I posted some questions under the discussion tab in Canvas each of those 4 weeks, and there's some questions to answer, and you'll see in the syllabus and in the description that your initial post that's usually due on Tuesdays needs to be at least 200 words, and the response you need to have to at least one student per week should be at least 100 words. You will also see that throughout the 8 weeks there are 6 different case studies that you have to answer some questions, and those are listed in the weeks that they're due. In Canvas, if you haven't taken a course there yet, if you go to the home page of that course, it's a pretty easy to read layout, separated by weeks, that shows everything that's due that week. And once during the course, I believe it's week 6, there's a literary review that's due, and that's where you're just going to find an article about a project. It could be a project that went really well or one that failed, and you're just going to kind of give a critique of what was written about the project. And maybe you had questions about some things you wish the author would have talked about, and then your job then would be to find another article about that same project that answers the questions that you still had. And then during the last week of the course is a final paper that's due, and that's a paper that you're going to write about an actual project. Hopefully you've done one project at work that you can write about. If not, if you're able to interview somebody who's done a project at work, that's always a good idea as well. It's not very common that a home project, like building a deck or remodeling a bathroom or something, has enough information in it to do a good project. But if you need, we can talk about some of those ideas through email if you're struggling to come up with a subject for your paper. And then twice during the 8 weeks, the first time is in week 2, you're going to turn in what's called a project charter, and that's going to describe, kind of in general terms, what your project final paper is going to be about. And then during week 4, it's going to have to be a little more specific about what your project paper is about. And specifically, you're going to talk about the 3 main deliverables of every project, which is the timeline, the budget, and then the quality measurement. And the quality measurement can also mean your success measurement. So you're going to want it by week 4, when you turn that scope statement in, you're going to want to know with your project how much you want to spend, how long it's supposed to take, and then how you're going to measure whether it's a successful project or not. I think what you'll find in this course is that even if you've never had an official project manager role at work, that you've actually managed some projects. It could be something in an office environment, or even sometimes things at home. Even planning a birthday party for a child is considered a project, because it has a definitive beginning and an end date, with a budget and a timeline and everything associated with it. So I think you're going to enjoy the course. You'll get some things out of it that you can use in your personal life if you aren't an official project manager at work. So please, as you're going through Canvas, and if there's anything that seems inconsistent or missing between the syllabus and then the course calendar and then what's on Canvas itself, please send me an email through. There'll be some discussions, you know, and a place to ask the instructor a question, or you can use the inbox in Canvas to send me a message. So I'm really looking forward to these 8 weeks, and I hope you enjoy the course.